We're going to see him face to face. And he's going to say, well done, thou good and faithful servant. And he said, would you like me to show you some of the things what happened to you when you were down there? Would you like me to do a rerun and show you a film of a real thing that happened? And he's going to show me how I preached on Skid Row, how I preached in Berkeley, Haight-Ashbury. I can't even think of the places I've been. God took me so many places. I preached here in Portland at the Fun Center for 10 years row, for 10 nights. Every night in a row, and I loved it. The guy that run the Fun Center, he told me, he says, Ray, we've got the entertainment center here for you, the Pepsi Center, and if you want to preach there, good. You go ahead and do it. So I'd get up there and preach and had a time. Oh my, I'll tell you. It's nice to reminisce of where you've been and what you've done. Only one life 'twill soon be past. Only what's done for Christ will last. Amen. Well, the hippie movement kind of died down, and I preached in most of the parks here in Portland. I went to Lair Hill Park, Washington Park, Mount Tabor, wherever the hippies went, I followed them. And that was really a wild ministry. Most of them are half either stoned or crazy or something. Yeah. But let's see, what else did I do? Okay, I had made trips to Berkeley back quite a few times. And I got myself a business. I had 1,000 square foot and had a second-hand store. At that time I had 3 boys. And God says, I want you to sell this business, and I want you to go on a college campus. And I said, if that's what you want, Lord, you send somebody here Monday morning and buy me out. Monday morning, here come a guy, right in. He said, I'd like to buy you out. I said, praise the Lord. Well, now I don't have no money coming in. My wife says, boy, what are we going to do now? You're selling everything in the house. I said, well, we'll just have to trust the Lord. At that time, I went to East Hill Church in Gresham, and I think the second night I sat there, the pastor pointed right at me. He says, I want to see you right after the service. So I went in a little room with him. He said, we'd like to give you $800 a month to travel like you want to. Whoa. So I went to 5 college campuses in one day. I'd go to Seattle, Ellensburg, Pullman, and Simon Fraser. Seattle, Ellensburg, Pullman, and Simon Fraser. And I had 5 of them. Can't remember them all in my mind. You get old, boys, things slip quick. But look, I'm having a time. I'm not dying, I'm living. Listen. Nothing more exciting than Jesus. I am having a time of my life. I don't have no 401k. I don't have no big bank account. And I'm just the happiest person in town. I am satisfied with what I have. I don't need more. I'm not grabbing everything I get my hands on. I'm happy with Jesus. And that's good enough. Then, when I wasn't preaching on the college campus, I'd come back and I'd preach to high schools in the Portland area. I went to Madison, Franklin, Roosevelt, Adams. I went over to Vancouver at Camas High School. And the kids would be out there smoking their pot, and I'd be smoking them. You know, smoking their hide. One time I was preaching at Camas, the cop car rolled up, and he says, you come over here. So I went over and he says, who are you? I said, I'm from Portland. I come over here to talk to these kids about the Lord. One of the kids back there shouted, he's all right. There ain't nothing wrong with him. Cop got in his car and drove away. Then I'd be home and help the kids for 5 days. And then I'd go to Seattle. No, not Seattle. I'd go to Fresno, Cal Poly, Modesto Junior College, University of San Diego. And I think I hit Eugene on the way out. Oh, I tell you, I really hate to leave this place, but I'm having time while I'm here, but if I go, I'm going to have a much better time. Do you know how long it takes to die? Just go home, just go to bed tonight and go to sleep and you'll be on the other side. Is there any way to go? That's where I'm going. Yeah. I tell you, I'm almost done. Not that I'm tired, I'm just running out of things. Well, anyway, those college campuses, I would get up on the wall where, on most of the university campuses, and I'd preach on a wall and preach to them, and them kids listened. I'd have an average of 150 to 200 students at a time when I preach on the campus. At Cal Poly, what a pleasure that was. I really enjoyed preaching there. And one girl in particular, she walked by and left. Then she come back and stopped in the middle. She says, "You think you're doing any good?" I said, "Yeah, I noticed you came back." One girl told me, she's at Chico State, she says, she's a black girl. She says, "Will I be welcome in your church?" I said, "Yes, you would. I'm the only white elder on the board." That was Maranatha Church. I'll give you a real good one. This is really neat. See, this is how I reminisce. I don't think about how much money I made, how many cars I've had. I think about the fun I've had living for Jesus. Well, anyway, boy, don't lose my mind now. I got to remember. This is a good one. I'm at Sacramento State. They have a kind of a walkway that goes all the way around, and the library's up above, and came around like that. And that thing was full of students. This is right after the hippie movement kind of went under, the Vietnam situation. And I was preaching, and this girl sitting up there, I said, I used to chase girls and drink and all those things. And one gal up there, she says, "My kind?" I said, "No, mine were good looking." The black guys loved it, because at that time they have what they call a burn. You say something where they say something, and then you have something to come back to burn them, so to speak. But they always put their foot in their mouth. Jesus is fun. He is more fun, I'll tell you. He is so much fun.